Hello everyone. Welcome to my studio here in Granville, Michigan. It's so good to see you guys. We are here for a lunch break with Rhonda. I did make lunch today. I actually made, I get this like farm to table service where every week a local farmer brings you like a basket of fresh vegetables. That's my way of gardening, and because I love fresh vegetables, I can eat them every day, and I do. And so whatever he serves me, whatever he brings me, that's what we eat. So he brought me this huge cabbage. I love it when he brings me cabbage. And so I made cabbage for lunch today, but it makes a lot. When you cut a cabbage up, it like grows like an afro. So it's huge. So I make the onions and the bacon first. So I mix it with onions and bacon. So don't let you think that I was eating healthy or anything. So I do a whole onion and a whole pound of bacon, and you fry that up, and then you add the cabbage and let it kind of just sit in that bacon grease and onion for about a half an hour. So that's what I made for lunch today. Do you guys like cabbage? I love cabbage. One of my favorite, actually probably my favorite meal is corned beef and cabbage. And I don't know why I only ever order it or get it on St. Patrick's Day, but that's probably my favorite meal of the day. So anyway, so what is your lunch break today? Okay, so today we're going to jump into one of my absolute favorite projects, and I have not done one in so long. It is a one-sheet wonder. That's what they call it. They meaning the people who write the crafting dictionary. I don't know, but it's one sheet of paper. We're going to take one sheet of designer series paper, and there's like a special way to cut it. There's all kinds of special ways to cut it. And today we're going to cut it so that you're going to get 11 cards out of one whole sheet. So if you buy a pack of our paper, so this is like a whole pack of the Reindeer Days paper. This is like the third pack. And by the way, this is a heads up for my card club members. We are using Reindeer Days for our card club. It's so cute. Now, I'm not using the bundle today. I'll use the bundle, and I'll save that for Card Club. I'll show you later. But look at the one side and then the other side. So it is adorable paper. Anyway, if you could imagine that if you could get 11 cards out of one sheet, if you wanted to really mass produce, then you could get 11 times 12, 132 cards. And you would probably just need like a pack or two of cardstock to go along with that. So it's a really economical and fun way. It's kind of like a puzzle. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the cutting measurements. I'm going to show you my template. And then I did a whole class yesterday. I fell in love so much last night. I was like, okay, Ryan, we are doing this as a class. It's a flash class. I have enough time, I think, to squeeze it in next week. So we're going to do two things. First of all, starting today, going through Monday at midnight, if you place an order in my online store, you will get this class sent to you for free. Now, I'm going to send you the designer series paper. I'll send you a sheet of each of the Reindeer Days paper. So you'll get 6 sheets of 12 by 12. And then you'll get all the cardstock cut for the 11 cards, and you'll get 11 envelopes. What you will provide is the bundle, and of course I'm going to suggest the Christmas labels bundle. That's what I'm using. And then you'll provide whatever ribbon and dots that you want. Now, if you want to make it exactly like mine, then when you place your online order, just order the bundle, the ribbon, the dots, and then everything else I will ship to you. And then you can just sit down and make the cards. They'll already be cut and already be prepped for you to just, again, cut your one sheet wonder and then assemble them together. Now, I'm also offering it where you can just do a buy now button. Like, Rhonda, just send me the whole thing. It's $42. It'll include the paper, the dots, the ribbon, and all 11 cards. That's a lot, 11 cards, and it's only $42, and that includes the shipping. So there's a link for that too. So if you want the buy now button, make it easy, click. you can do that. And this is all just until next Monday at midnight, okay? So this is also a class. So I'm gonna show you a little bit how to do it, and then we'll email out the replay. Now here, let me show you this. I'm gonna show you the One Sheet Wonder. This is my version of the One Sheet Wonder. I had to draw it out. It's on a piece of 12 by 12. And now here's a cool part. That's Ronda version. There's also a Ryan version. So Ryan created a template for you. So there's a template with all the measurements, the cutting lines, everything. And that will be emailed to you, to everybody. So no matter what, if you buy the class or not, you guys can all get the template. You just have to watch, you just have to be on my email list. So we will email that out. Brian will either do it tonight or tomorrow morning, along with the replay and all the links that you need. Probably tonight. We'll try to do it tonight. So his will be like a nice template you can just print off. Like it's a printable document. It's really nice. Where this is mine. This is the Ronda version. I'll just handwrite that out there. Okay, so let's jump in. I don't want to keep you too long. I'm not going to make all 11 cards today. It would take too long. But I'm going to show you how to cut for all 11 cards. And then I'm going to show you the process. So, of course, you can just grab any sheet that you want to and then have fun with it. Create a whole slew of cards from one sheet. You'll also need some cardstock, and I'll tell you that too. Okay, you ready? Oh yes, Jennifer, we love that buy now button, don't we? And that's what I did it for, because a lot of people just want this the buy now button. So let me show you I'll show you the 3 things. We're going to make it today out of the reindeer days. This piece here, this is our template for our one. And listen, you don't use a blends on white paper, it smudges. Again, this is just my version, and I don't have a Sharpie here. I couldn't find one. So this is the template I'm going to be using today to cut from for myself. But again, we will email you a digital copy that you can print off and keep with you too. And then here are the 12 cards that we are going, the 11 cards. They are absolutely so cute. They are all, so I use a different sheet of the designer series paper, but it's from the same pack. So when you order this for free, I'm going to send you all the cardstock, and I'm going to send you Pool Party and the soft sea foam, both. So you can pick whichever, oops, this one goes this way. See, some of them have some really fun folds. This one is I showed you guys that like last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago. Oh, sometime. I've been doing a lot of videos. Oh, Susan, you're funny. You said, I'm tickled you're using Reindeer Fun, my favorite paper. At first I thought you said you're ticked. I'm like, why are you ticked off at me? What did I do? Sometimes people do get ticked off at me because I make them spend a lot of money. But then some people love me too. Okay, so there is, oh, I have them turned, they're in order for a reason. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today is honestly like all these cards are all made out of one sheet, just one sheet. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, the first thing that I do is cut my paper. So grab your paper trimmer. And again, you're going to choose, I like choosing one side that has like, oh, thank you, Trisha, we love you, good. Sometimes, hopefully I never tick you off. I do get little angry faces sometimes, and listen, I love it much more when you guys give me the happy faces, or the little hearts. The hearts, like when you hit the hearts, they like flutter up. They definitely make me very happy. All right, so, and also you're gonna wanna pick a bundle. I 100% am using the Christmas labels bundle because the words are so stinking cute. And they are already made perfectly for these labels. So these are the labels that we'll be using. So when I did this, I ran through these 3 times. So I had 3 of each label to play with. You can start off doing that too. And then I had a pile of the labels that I could use with whatever words that I wanted to use. And I only used a red Real Red stamp pad. That was it. For this one, you could definitely use like a garden green or Real Red as well. So, but I wanted to show it to you with a different kind of version. For this ribbon, I'm using the iridescent white today. The one that I used in the class that you'll get included is the white and silver. It gives that just a little bit of sparkle on each card, and then the iridescent gems. Now I'm gonna tell you, I used almost an entire roll. So when you get the class, if you want it for free, again, remember you're gonna use your own ribbon. So, and you can order whatever you want. If you spend $50 in my online store, I'm gonna send you everything for 11 cards for free. I'll ship it to you, everything. But you're gonna provide your own ribbon and your own dots. And of course, you can choose to use the bundle, the Christmas Wishes bundle too. I'm gonna actually pull that. It is so crazy how it does that. I'll have to, do you know what? I know why. I'll have to tell Ryan that. Okay, so I wanted to give you the links for that, but it won't, let me see if I do this. Nope, it still doesn't. Okay. All right. Anyway, we had put the Christmas labels bundle, and I know it's in a different scene. Anyway, back to my thinking. And we use the iridescent white gems. Okay, so let's jump in and get started, making sure we have all of our pieces, all of our parts. And so when you get started, then it's all there. The other thing you're going to need, so this is what I have here. We're going to have 2 sheets of Real Red, so full sheets. We're going to have 1 sheet. This one is using soft sea foam. The other one is using Pool Party. And then I have 3 sheets of the thick white. So these are our card bases. And then I have 2 sheets of basic white. And you don't necessarily have to have a lot of these basic white, but I like to add that to the cards, and you'll see why here in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is cut our designer series paper. I'm going to look at my template so I cut it correct. Again, if you want this template and you want it in a printable version, we will email it out to you tonight. So make sure you're on my email list. The link should be right in this video. The first thing we're going to do is cut these at 4 inches. So this one's at 4, 4, and then the last one automatically is at 4. So again, this is my little template that I'm following. Again, we will give you this template. We're going to email it out. All right. The first spot's going to get cut off at 5 1/4. And then we're going to do 3 at 3 inches. And then what's left over is 3 3/4 by 4. The middle strip is cut at 2 at 3, 1 1/2. You actually need 2 at 1 1/2, 1 1/2, and then there's at 4, and then 1 1/2. And then this 4 by 4 one is cut at a diagonal. So you just, see here, we just line this up at a diagonal. You just go from diagonal point to diagonal point. Make 2 diamonds. There you go. So those go together as well. And then the last piece is cut at 4 1/4. See if you can see that. Oh, this is the top. So we're going to cut it at 4 1/4. 2 1/2, and then this right here is already 5 1/4. We're going to cut that at 2. Now, so you do want to, what makes the perfect paper for this is if, again, one side has like a kind of images that you love, and then the other side will be just like a pattern. So that's what makes this work really, really, really well. So that's, the Reindeer Days does work really well for this because that's exactly what it does. All right, so now I have my pile. I have all my piles. that I did. And I'm gonna start with the very first one and just kind of do a few of them to show you guys. Oh, I need this back out here. Susan, she's a little smarty pants. She said that she uses adhesive sheets to cut through the Christmas labels, and then they do become like stickers, and then you can just stick them on packages. Great idea. And you know, Susan, I love that. For those of you who are part of Card Club, I gave you guys adhesive sheets last week or last month. So isn't that awesome? All right, so this very first piece is 5 1/4 by 4. This is the only other one that will, and this is the bleeding. Trust me, when you guys get your version emailed to you, it'll be nice and measured perfectly. But I'm gonna cut these into little 1/2-inch strips. So this is a technique that I saw actually on a scrapbook page. So you're gonna cut 6 strips, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I thought, oh, obviously, let's take that and move it to a card. Okay, now this card uses every single piece of paper. So this one, don't lose that, set that aside. So we're gonna make, now we're going to take our colored cardstock, and the first thing we're going to do is take our 2 pieces of red. One of them is going to be cut at 5 1/2. The other one is going to be cut at 4 1/4. There. All the soft sea foam, or if you're doing the pool party, those will be cut at 4 1/4. So we're just cutting them in half. And then the white these are all cut at 4 1/4. The three pieces of the thick white. That's actually enough for 12 cards. The one other extra piece of thick white you'll just use for like some of the layering and everything. Okay, and then one more. Okay, there you go. So these are your card bases. So I used just six sheets is all you need, 6 sheets. All right, I think that's it. Well, not yet. That cutter's not gonna go very far. So our very first card, oh, and I told you to, let's do this real quick too. This one piece, this is regular basic white, so it's just a little bit lighter. You're gonna cut this whole sheet. You want all of them at 4 and 5 1/4. So I just go to 4, have a little strip left over, and then these I'll cut at 5 1/4. You can actually cut 2 at a time with the basic white. Thick white, I probably wouldn't even try. There you go. Okay, so now we have 4 of those basic layers, and you'll see, you'll use those quite a bit. Okay, so look at this. We're gonna make all these cards. Now today I'm only gonna make 4 of them, so don't worry. But again, when you, if you're on Creative Corner, we're gonna load the tutorial with all the pictures, all the directions, all the measurements. If you order the class or place your online order, same thing. You will get all of that. Everybody will give you the template for, so then you can make all the different kinds of cards that you want to. All right, so we're gonna take these strips, the first card. So let's jump into the first card. We'll put these over here. We're taking our 4 1/4 by 11 in our white, thick white. And we're gonna fold that in half. So this one just takes, and I did all the prep work here to show you guys, because I wanted to show you kind of from start to finish, like how easy this is, right? Like I wanted to like show you right away. Show you all the way from beginning to end. And then I'm taking one of those pieces of the 5 1/4 by 4. Now let's go ahead and take our strips. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue at the very tippy top. This is actually called the paper weaving technique. And I'm just gonna probably start about right there and just glue down the top. And then we'll do, I love this plaid piece, and then we'll do plaid. Give it about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch in between. Again, we're just gluing down the top portion on this. Let's do where the reindeer's faces are sticking up. Seal Plus is my adhesive of choice, so that will go right there. Okay, and now we're going to take the other pieces, and I'll start with a plaid piece. And now we're just gonna go, you start under, well, we can start over actually. This is where you do your weaving. I don't know if you guys have ever wove a basket before, but I actually have. It's kind of fun. So we're gonna go over, and then you go under. Oh, I put glue too high up there, so it's okay. I'll just start this a little bit lower. Sorry. And then, so I went over, under, over. And then the next one, I will switch to the other one. And that one will start under, over, under. And you can weave as much as you want to across the back. I'm only just going to do, yeah, no paper hoarding with this layout. You got that right. And okay, this is, guys, I love to order paper. I love paper. I don't know why. So in order for me to myself to justify buying more paper, I have to use up. Like, I like to use it. So I do big projects that take all the paper. I wrap presents in our paper. All right, so there is what I've done. Then you'll go in and just glue down the rest of these tabs at the bottom. So I'll just go down there and just glue down the rest of these tabs. 2 and 3. There you go. And yeah, you might want to line them up a little bit. I was getting a little rushed there and didn't. So you want to line them up. There we go. And then line this one up. All right, and then over here, do the same thing. I could, actually, this might be easier. Flip them over and put glue on those pieces. There, that was easier. One. And yep, they're hanging off because we're just gonna trim them off. Okay. I'm showing you this one because this is the most complicated one. The rest of them, you don't even they're so easy. This one is the only one that I wanted to do a paper weaving card, so that's why I did it. Okay, so there you do that. Then we're going to just take your dimensionals, and this is going to get put down. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Good thing we've got that many fingers. And put this down to that piece of thick white. There you go. Again, I told you guys this before. I love puzzles. Like, to me, puzzles are if I ever wanted to, I would love to go on Survivor just so I could be the puzzle person. Like, I love to do puzzles. So this for me is such a huge, big puzzle. So yesterday it was so fun to put all this together. All right, then I went to my labels. I chose this label. All of them are going to be using Real Red. Let's see here. We're gonna go to the Christmas labels, and this label here, they have Celebrate the Holidays in All Ways, Merry Christmas to You, and it's a hot cocoa day. So you could use any of them. They all fit perfectly right on this label. It's already look at that. It's perfect. I love that. And then we'll take a couple more dimensionals. What I did for these two is I put them on those. I just went here and did the sides. By the time I'm done with my dimensionals, I have used every last drop of it. Sometimes I use the sides even before I use the middles because I want sometimes just a skinnier dimensional. So we'll pull that off of there and put our tag on. I really should look at my little sample to see how I did, but so the one I'm doing today, so I'm just gonna go right here, put the Merry Christmas to you. It goes cute anywhere on there. Today I'm using the white iridescent ribbon for these samples. When you order this class, you're gonna get the white with this silver. And the only reason why is because I brought a bolt with me, but literally to make all the cards that I did, it took the exact whole bolt. So I didn't have enough to do cards today too. So you're gonna need a whole thing of ribbon if you follow like me. Now some people don't like ribbon, and that's okay. I still love you, I do. We're probably not soul sisters because I do love ribbon, but not everybody does. And I know sometimes you do big, huge ribbons, they're harder to mail, but that's okay. Someone's worth, it's like 20 some cents to put a bigger stamp on it. They're worth it. All right, so this one, I cut the ribbon in half because I just wanted a much smaller bow. Also, because I was running out of it last night when I was designing these. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna run out before I get to the end. Okay, so you're gonna need every last drop of it. I'm just trying to trim that off, but I love this ribbon too. I actually just didn't even have this. I had to borrow this from Maddie. Maddie saved the day for me today. I had to have Ryan bring it from her. So pull off one of those dots and there you go. Just add it to your card front. So there is card number 1. Definitely, absolutely in love with these iridescent faceted gems. Again, they're almost all gone because I used so many of them yesterday. And so on this one, we're just gonna sprinkle a few on. Let's see how I did this. Oh yeah, so that looks about right. We're just gonna sprinkle like 3 on to there. So there you go. So this is the one that is absolutely like the most, that first spot. All right, so let's go on to our next one. This strip left over here actually is gonna be used on 2 different cards. So let me grab those 2. I got them, I put them over here. I'm gonna get them lost. We're gonna use it on, well, I wanna make some of these kind of go together. So I wanna show you a little bit on that. So, so save that piece. We're gonna use that too. So take one of your red pieces, your red card bases, and we're gonna fold that in half. And then we're going to cut off, looks like 1.5 inches of the front. Oops, sorry. I moved my thing so I wouldn't shake the table, and now I'm shaking the table anyway. All right, I'm gonna put my stuff over here so I don't shake the table. All right, 1.5. All these things try to do, make it so it's a little bit easier to watch. Okay, so once you cut that off, this one is really easy. You're just gonna take a strip of, there's these, the 2-inch strips. So there's these 2-inch strips. One of them will show the pattern and one will not, but to be honest with you, they're both cute. So I think you could use, there you go. You could use either one. I like this one. Oh, although I love that one too. Oh geez. All right, doesn't matter. This gets glued down to the inside. See how it's good to have one that has a pattern? There you go. And then we're going to just decorate the front of that. Take some of that leftover paper that you have, and it's gonna cut, this one's gonna be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Oops. 4 1/4. Gonna wrap around some of that ribbon. Yeah, this one is a nice, big, beautiful bow. All right, so for those of you who are just joining, this is a one-sheet wonder, but it's also going to be a flash, I call it a flash class, because you order it, you have until Sunday to order it. Usually I give you like a couple weeks to order, and then we prep it. Like, we're prepping these now, and we're going to ship them out next week. So you have 1 week. We're hoping to get these shipped out next Thursday. So if you place an online order of at least $50, I'm going to send you all these cardstock pieces prepped and cut for you. So then you just have to follow the tutorial, follow the template, and you put your cards together. But I'm also offering what I call the easy button, where you just click the easy button and it's $42, and I will send you the designer series paper, ribbon, dots, and then all the cardstock for the 11 cards ready to go. So you've got options. We'll email all that out as well, so you can always sign up from the email list. But if you want to, it's all right here in the description to order either one. But you can place your online order for whatever you want, and we'll send it to you for free. Okay, next, we're taking this Christmas label. Now I want to show you, I did it two ways. This way, I did it where I didn't pop out the swirl. I left the swirl in there and put adhesive back there. This one, I popped out the swirl. It just looks good either way. I just wanted to show you that it can go either way. I'm gonna take the lemon, got a dirty stamp. We're gonna take that Love and Joy, ink that up. This whole class takes just one red ink pad. And I made, so Love and Joy, I'm going to take those dimensionals. Good. So if you just give yourself like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you can just create all 11 cards, and then you have 11 cards ready to go. And these obviously can be used anytime during the holiday season. These are not all just Christmas cards. Some of them are, but they don't have to be. There we go. Love and Joy, right down there. Can you see how I started off with the most difficult one. I probably shouldn't. The rest of them are all so easy. And just put on your iridescent gems. There you go. So there's another one, but I wanted to show you now that we have this strip here. You're going to use like every single one of these. It's so cool how you do that. You're going to take this strip and let's go to our soft seafoam piece. And we're going to fold that one in half. So the sample is using, the sample one here is using Pool Party, but you can also, this piece I thought matched better with our soft seafoam. So now I'm going to take that other one, the other 2-inch strip that we cut, and that's going to go here down the side, like that. This piece here, I just cut it in half. So it's about 2 3/4. Not about, that's what it is. 2 3/4. Okay, so then I'm taking this is that 1-inch strip off of the very first piece. And for that one, I'm gonna cut this down. It's about 1, maybe 1.5. And look, that goes right there. So, but get onto it. We used every drop of the cardstock, and we used every piece. So if you want it all, again, you can follow the template. And then then you just go ahead and decorate this the rest of the way. What I wanted to show you on this Christmas label is I took the words, where you're going to use the words believe, and let's go ahead and I'm going to clean those off in a little bit. So we take the believe, and those get stamped right on there. Obviously, you can leave it just like that. Hello, thanks for joining me. I see Joyce and Antoinette just jumped on here. What's different about the Christmas labels is you can tell all of them have like these really neat little slits all over them. This one, what I didn't, because I wanted to use this piece here, it covered up too much of the designer series paper. So you can just come in here and just snip. See, you can just snip this. And then it's like you have a whole new look to it. So if you want to leave it with the pretty on the outside, you can, or you can trim that right off. See? Just like that. So that's gonna be trash. All right, take your, here you go. So don't forget, well, I hope you don't forget, I'll try to not remind you, or that every Friday we'll be doing a 5-Minute Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so that you'll get notifications when the 5-Minute Friday. We've been trying to load them up at the same time. So you just plan on having lunch with me on Fridays too. For this one, I took the adhesive and put 2 strips along the back. Can you see that? 2 strips all the way down. And then I took the ribbon, and you're going to just kind of start it over here, and you just kind of weave that around. It just adds that perfect little kind of shimmer to the card. And then trim that off there and there. Once that's done, then take your dimensionals, 1, 2, 3, 4. So something fun I'm doing this month, if you guys have never attended this, is I'm doing one of my past classes sale. So I'm selling, like, when I cut for classes, I usually always cut for a few extra in case there's mistakes or someone last minute wants to get in. And so I'm doing a sale. I do it on a separate Facebook group. I'll have to share that group for those of you who are not a part of it yet. And there we go. We'll put this right there. And then decorate it with your gems. Here's the other one that we did, the finished one. Then there's that one. Decorate with some gems. And I'm doing that next Thursday, Erica and I. So that one, my daughter Erica helps me because, man, it is a crazy, it's first come, first serve. So, you know, whoever bids on it or whoever claims it gets to keep it. So it's a fun night, but yeah, it's definitely, it's fun. It's super fun, but it definitely requires 2 people. There you go. So there's that one. So we still have this piece, and then I cut that other 2 3/4 inch piece off as well. So let me show you what we did with those. So if you cut off a piece of this, just make sure like you hang on to it. So this one I used right here. I'm not gonna make this one. Then you take, I think you can figure this one out pretty easy. Then you can take one of your 1.5 inch strips. I would take this one. This one has a little bit of the reindeer, and then you will put that here, and then this one you'll just tear off a little bit. So this, I lied, this is what you'll have left over when you're all done. Just this one piece. Shelly said, is it more fun? It is more fun than bingo. It is. Oh, Jennifer Drake, you're the best. Jennifer shared the link. So I do it in a special group, honestly, because it's less people. So it's a special group. It's also where if I ever do my buy one, get one frees, I do them there too. Anyway, so there's that one. I did cozy and warm. So there's that one here. All right. And then lastly, this last piece here, we used on this one. So I took there's a 2 inch strip here, and then you cut it into a banner. So how I cut into a banner is I eyeball what's in the middle. I just cut up about 1/2 inch, go from corner to there, corner to there. You can also take a square punch if you want it to be perfect. We also used to carry a punch that did that. So I did that. That one will go here. And I do the same thing to this one. This is that last piece that's left over. So same. Cut that into a banner. This one is cute. I want to make this one. So I love the words too. I want to make it because I want to have it for myself. I love this plaid. I also love the jingle bells too, but I love the plaid. So that one's going to get glued down here. Show you how easy it is too. Then this one will go here. We're going to use this one with the sugar plum. Oh, that's Peace on Earth. Well, we could do let's make this one. You can change up the words. You don't have to keep the words exactly as I did. You can change them up. So this one says warm and cozy. This makes me think of warm and cozy. And then you can also send it any time of year. So warm and cozy. You can take a big bow. I'm actually going to take this one that I did and just make a kind of a double bow out of it. So it's a little bit skinnier. Double bows are a little bit trickier to do as well, but like they always turn out goofy, and then you just kind of work at it until it starts to lay the way that you want it to. Okay, see, I just think, and when you cut it in half, it has all these like natural frayings. I like the natural frayings. I do. Okay, so there's that. A couple dimensionals. Okay, so we made about, I don't know, 4 or 5 cards today so far. Again, these templates will create for you 11 cards. Okay, we'll do that right here. Oh, this one, I didn't even put, there's no bow on it at all. So for you non-bow lovers, you don't have to even put a bow on it. But look, I felt like it needed one. So I'm gonna put a bow right there. It does not need one. You could leave this bowless if you wanted to. And then that will get glued down to another one of our card bases. So you just have a pile of your card bases, you have a pile of some of your layers, and then your labels, then all of your designer series paper, and then you just start assembling. How fun is a one sheet wonder? Do you guys have any questions for me? I know. I couldn't find a piece for that little teeny tiny piece. You know, sometimes when you do one sheet wonders, there are like a little part that's here and not there. And not all one sheet wonders come, you know, you use ribbon and layers. I really like, so you could leave off, like this card, you could have just done directly on the card front. You totally could have. You don't even need to have this layer in there, but it's one extra sheet of white. And these are cards that I actually, whoa, did you see me almost go into that stamp pad? Did you guys see that? I'm sure you're like, Rhonda, we tell you all the time, close your stamp pad. I'm safe. I'm safe. There you go. Warm and cozy. And there we go. My dots are done, so I think I must have to be done too. Like, I have loved these dots. I only had 3, there we go. This was brand new yesterday. So just with the cards that we did, then was enough to take up. So there's the one that I did last night. But you can see, these are the ones that we did today. I feel like I did a couple more. But I did do a couple more. Here we go. I wanted to just do 4 of them for you today so you could get the gist. And then you can keep on creating. There's the one that I showed you. The one, it's also a little different, as where you have this piece here. So I took, I did it with the real red, and you can also do it on white. I want to do it on white. I just want to see what it would look like on white, because this is, my mind was like, I should have used it on white. So for this, I'm going to do it on white. The tutorial will have it done. So if you do place the order for this class, or if you place, so I'm giving you 2 options. You can place an order and there's a link and have the whole class just sent to you. Or you can get it for free when you place an order in my online store. You can do either way. So if you would rather get it for free and put in an order of product, you can do that. Or if you want to be able to just have everything cut and ready, then you can do the easy button. So everybody will get the tutorial that will have all 11 cards, pictures, measurements, all of it. So this one, you're going to take those 2. I just imagined this, although I don't have another label to finish it, but I wanted to see what it would look like on white. After I did it, I thought, oh, I bet you that would look really cute on white too. And you put this down in this corner like that. So they go on the same card. Then I took the Be Merry, Be Merry, Be Merry. Where's my Be Merry? Oh, there we go. And we're gonna take that. And then this is gonna get stamped. You need a scrap piece of paper. I don't think I have a scrap piece up here. Well, I have this, which we know. Okay, so I'm gonna start kind of off a little bit, and then we'll stamp the Be Merry. This is what I love about having photo polymer. And just do Be Merry all the way across. There you go. So there is like a really neat background for the card. Canadians do the easy button. No, unfortunately, Elaine, I cannot send product for you. It's just those are the rules. I can't send product cross borders. There's a tutorial only option that you can do if you obviously, but if you are on my email list, we're going to send you the template. So you will have the template, so you'll know how to cut your paper if you just want to create your own. So here it is in the red. So then you're just gonna add your label, add a little bow. But I think I like it in the white, don't you? Because you can really see the Be Merry. This one you can see it, it's just a little bit subtle. Okay, do you have a preference? Do you like the plaid better than the, I don't know, I like them all. So fun, so many cards, look, so many cards. All right. So hopefully you get the gist of what a one-sheet wonder is. There are tons of templates out there, but this was a template that Ryan and I created yesterday, and then we had to create it again today. So you will get emailed the actual template that you can print off and keep it. Yeah, I agree. I like the white too. So, but this is what I call a flash class. So you can actually have this shipped to your door. Those of you who know me know that's how I do things. I don't just show you how to make things. I really try to put the product in your hands and make it to make together. I've always been that way. And I'm that way in life. Like, I want to do it. I want to make it along with you. I want to be able to, like, not just watch, I want to do. So there's two ways to get it. If you place an order in my online store, there's a link. You have to use that link because otherwise I won't know. So you have to use that link, and your order is at least $50. I'm going to send you all of the cardstock and the Reindeer Fun Designer Series paper. I'll send you all 6 sheets. So then you can choose which sheet you want to use for your one-sheet wonder. You will also get the tutorial that will have all 11 cards, pictures, measurements, step-by-step instructions, everything. If you would prefer the easy button, there is an easy button that you can click, and anybody can order that. It's only $42, and that one will include the ribbon, the dots, the whole pack of reindeer paper, and then all 11 cards prepped. Does not include the Christmas labels. Neither of them do. So you can order those if you want to. Again, all of this will be in an email later that I'll send out, plus that template. So thanks for joining me today. Or just all of you, grab a piece of 12 by 12. You know, again, I do think it needs to be like one side is, like, you know, more of a scene, and then the other side is a pattern. I could imagine this in like that winter meadow. This is what I wanted to do. I think this paper is so gorgeous, this winter meadow. It's still current. I want to do it with this sheet because look, then on the back side would be this. So I thought that would be such a pretty one. So part of me really wanted to do, or just even with these blues and grays. Anyway, so I would think it'd be so fun just to get some different pieces of your favorite 12 by 12, you know, the pieces you've been hoarding and not sharing. Make 11 cards out of it, and then it will really be able to make that paper come to life with that many. So thanks for joining me today. If you like this video, share it. Sharing, give me a heart. The hearts are really important, or a thumbs up. Or again, if you didn't like it, you can give me the angry face. I can handle that too. But this is all about us gathering together once a week to craft. I call it the lunch break with Rhonda every Wednesday at 12. And so far we're, you know, maybe over Christmas break we might not come live, but we might, because this is a time for me. It's really important for me to take the time to just have fun with you guys, craft and create. It'll be starting next week. So this is new. I'm just announcing it. Starting next week, we'll be starting a Christmas card series. So I always have done Christmas cards. I've always done them in my studio, and I would do like 5 weeks of them. So everybody can come and you can make your Christmas cards. I usually would do like, 8 in a night anyway, and do like 3 or 4 nights. So starting next week, I'll be doing Christmas card classes for 5 weeks in a row. And not just cards. I'll be doing Christmas projects. So we'll be doing gift cards, boxes, gifts. Almost every week will be like, 3 or 4 cards and then like some sort of Christmas gift giving idea. So they're Christmas classes. I'll be starting them next week. So just plan every Wednesday. If you can't join me live, there will always be a replay you can catch on YouTube. But we are going to get ready for Christmas season together early. We're not going to wait till December. We're going to do all of our cards now. So by the time we're done with our Christmas card series, hopefully you'll have like 50 cards. Today you just had 11. Like, we are going to get ready for Christmas when we're not stressed. We're going to have fun. Let's have fun together and do it together. So make sure you've subscribed to my channel. Make sure you're on my email list is so important. That's where I do everything. I don't post things always on social media, but I do always email it out. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Oh, one last thing. This shirt do you love it? I just want to stay home and craft. So this is the shirt that we sold at our last convention, and they will now be released. I actually think Ryan might have put the link out. But we will be releasing, there is a very limited number of them, of sizes, and we also have a pink Be Creative sweatshirt. So Ryan has an Etsy store. They're at Ryan's house. This is Ryan. Ryan ships them all out. But I just get to get my shirt for free as long as I wear it, and I love wearing it. For those who watched me yesterday, I wore it yesterday too. So anyway, I just want to stay home and craft, and that, it's when you go to work or whatever, you're out and about doing errands. So there you go. That is the link. You can start ordering. They are limited sizes and while supplies last, and they go from small up to triple extra large. And I've washed this already like 2 or 3 times, and it has really kept its size. It's been really good. So anyway, it'll be in the description on Facebook and on YouTube. So once we load it on YouTube, we will add the same description. So you'll be able to get all the links, all the information are in the description. All right, thank you guys so much. Have an incredible day, and I'll see you on Friday for 5 Minute Friday. And then next week, we'll have lots of videos. I'll get to see you lots next week too. All right, bye-bye.